Welcome back. Governor Hogan announced plans for student debt relief. Henry, what are the plans?
Well, we want to use the taxpayer funding to redirect it to help the burden that our children are incurring from going to institutions of higher learning, where a bachelor's degree today is really about equal to maybe what a high school degree was 30 years ago. I think we've devalued the value of higher education in our society by saying everyone needs to have a bachelor's degree to go on.
Tom?
Well, I have even a question about it. It said it was being reintroduced. And I couldn't find out exactly what that meant. There was something on the 2017 site for Governor Hogan, last year that mentioned all of this. And he's saying he's going to introduce it first thing come the 2019 legislative session. And I mean, there's a lot of interesting things here to help people with their debt, which is all well and good, but the main problem is the cost of education is the main problem. And what we're doing, and to a certain extent, what worries me about some of this is that if you're helping people get tax breaks or helping them pay off your debt, you're paying lenders, essentially. What they do is 100% reduction, this given certain factors, deduction for your tax bill on just simply the interest on the debt.
Right.
You still got
it
whatever
is.
You
still got to pay the
So, I
debt.
mean, it sounds all well and good, but then you're making sure, in a sense, that the lenders get theirs. And there are so many stories in this country today, and including Trump University, let's remember, where you have basically worthless degrees. People get the degrees from these, diploma mills. They are encouraged to sign up and pay and get loans. They get loans for all these people. They work with the lenders, and then they're caught.
But
they get out and they can't get a job.
But it's not just
reality.
the diploma mills. Even
it's
even
around-
esteemed
yes.
institutions, you're leaving there with a bachelor's degree, and you're 6 figures in debt.
Exactly.
And
How's-
that 6 figures in debt, you can buy a house for 6 figures. I mean, it's not going to be a
see,
very
this
large home, but you can buy something and get started.
In my opinion, this is one of the biggest factors impacting our economy in the sense of wages and all. For instance, just here in Hagerstown alone, in the last 25 years, the average wage went up 5%.
But looking at the cost of higher institutions, how do we corral that runaway train? Because everyone has tenure, and we bring more people in. We're doing research. A lot of the stuff is positive, but we also have a lot of negatives. And the tuition bill is really the ultimate negative, because we've devalued. It used to be, if you want a management position, you need a bachelor's degree. Now it's no longer a bachelor's degree.
You need an MBA.
You need an MBA.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty soon we're going to say you need a doctorate in order to be a dog catcher. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it all works for the for-profit industry. And like when they say, well,
Or government.
part of this, well, the government is not the one.
Well, I mean, look at our higher institutions of learning within the state of Maryland and Maryland's university systems.
Well, part of it, but then again, there's this is a huge issue.
And we do have private entity,
lots of them.
we even have one in town that is part of Purdue. And, I'm not saying anything, I think they generate quality students out of their program, but it's the debt that you incur. And how long is it going to take you to be able to pay down that debt?
But it's killing our economy and our young people. I have 2 nieces who are professionals. Fortunately, they got scholarships. But where would they be? They earn X amount of money, and they earn good money, but with the debts like this, it's killing our economy, the future for our younger people.
If you graduate with $100,000 in debt, and then you still have to go out and buy the small 6-figure house and move on with your life, it's 35 before you can do anything in terms of saving money.
It's absolutely
Tom,
crippling.
when you
I feel sorry for
when you enter college, do you recall what your tuition was for a year?
Maybe $3,000.
Okay, $3,000.
I was talking earlier, and I paid virtually all of it myself, either through grants, work study programs, working during the summer and a little bit during the school year. My parents virtually had to pay nothing.
And the institution that you went to, are they still in operation today?
Oh God, yeah, it was a private college.
Okay, and what do you think their tuition rate is?
Now?
Yes.
I don't know, it's way beyond that.
Well, I'm sure it's way beyond
I don't even
$3,000.
know what it is today.
So this legislation provides 100% tax deduction on the interest paid. It
That
expands.
you're paying in 1 year, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
It expands the Community College Promise Scholarship Program to include Maryland, 4-year Maryland public institutions.
Yes.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
That's a good thing.
I think it's good that if we can keep them local, we can keep them contributing to our economy.
Well, this is what we need here in
And West
Hagerstown. It's
West
part of what
Virginia,
we
by the
need.
way, does
Yeah.
this, right?
I don't know the
Yes,
whole
they
Oh,
do.
yeah, yes, yeah, they do.
So I mean, there is some precedent there, and they have to maintain at least 2.3 GPA, which
Yeah.
is not,
Yeah.
that's
And
not
I think this should be
a
done
great
too for
GPA.
technical programs. I mean, there's a lot of
Technical and trade
things that
programs.
are missing out here that people who don't need the college degree. They're doing other things that we need.
Right,
In
absolutely.
the economy, this is what.
And by the way,
Hagerstown
they're
needs to
making
do,
good
you know.
money at it.
Yeah. Yes.
Master plumbers, master
Yeah.
electricians,
Of course.
all of those technical fields.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
they
making-
make really
We
good
probably
money.
all know college graduates that are working at McDonald's because they can't get a job.
Right.
And they don't have the right training for the job. There's so many people sitting in, Silicon Valley in California that are immigrants who have degrees that are useful for those people, and they want them, and our people aren't filling them.
So
But
I
we don't
get
have them.
I get your point about the issue with the write off of taxes and we're paying the lenders. And I don't know what level of scrutiny these lenders are
Not enough.
required. And I get the whole the garbage degree thing from the garbage institution, but
Yeah.
I think that's an issue no matter what. And I would hope there would be some kind of criteria that it has to be an accredited university or
Yeah, I
whatever
just
the case may be.
think, and what they're moving to here, it's like paying college tuition for free, which they do in a lot of countries in this world. And they're coming here. We're getting their students who are taking our jobs.
But so, and then the other thing that he's talking about is increasing the Maryland 529 savings plan from $2,500 to $5,000.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Which may cover the
Well,
cost of books.
it's a pittance.
Well, it's a pittance, but it's something.
It's something. I'm saying
$5,000
yeah.
a year is what you can put in.
But if your
under his
tuition
plan.
is
$25,000,
$40,000 a year, okay, I get that. And I'm saying, well, that's good, but we need some people that have some kind of vision and leadership. This stuff isn't sustainable.
But
over the long
but
term.
as you were saying earlier, we need people to we don't need to pigeonhole necessarily in high school through say, well, your future is going to be this. But we have to explain to them that if you become a master plumber or a master electrician, you have an opportunity to make a very good salary to support your family.
Yeah.
Versus if you go in there for a 4-year business degree and incur $100,000 in debt, you're going to be going out there and getting a job that's paying $25,000 a year.
Yeah.
So which one may,
Yeah.
if you have interest in it, maybe you might want to consider it.
There's some very big picture issues here that are not being addressed, is the point I'm simply trying to make. I mean, it's all well and good and this helps.
Is it a good start? Overall, is it a net positive or negative in your mind?
It's basically a net positive, especially if you're considering actually saying State University could be supported, tuition free. If you do this and that is exactly what they're
Henry, net
moving
positive,
toward.
net negative?
I think it's a net positive. We have to control what our tuition prices are within Maryland. We just have runaway institutions who perpetually are building, adding on, and increasing what the tuition bill is. So it doesn't become an additional burden to us, the citizens who don't have children in school. We need to have
Well,
some.
but I think we
some-
have
some systems of
responsibility
check.
to all children, I think.
We do.
I have
And I'm not
responsibility.
arguing
why
that,
we
but
I don't
for
feel that your
college.
children don't matter.
No.
They matter for my son's future. They matter for all of our future here.
Well, they matter for our future because when we get old
we
and
need
decrepit,
somebody that know what the heck they're doing.
Exactly.
But if we've seen the escalation of tuition prices from the 70s
Yeah.
to today, it's sort of become, as the money has become freer for higher education, so has the tuition escalated up.
Yeah, that's true.
So we need a better check and balance system in that regard.
Yeah, and it's how do you do that? But I think you want people to be educated in something that serves their needs too, whether it's a trade, whether it's the arts or whatever. I mean, people, we're all different and there's room for everybody here.
And
But
you're
this
getting the
isn't-
last word on that. Up next, thumbs up, thumbs down. Stay tuned.